Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft. And today, for the last video, we have this Dwarven house that we made. But what if he wants to go on vacation? I think I have the perfect solution. So today we're going to be making the Dwarven house, but with legs. And you'll see what I mean. Let's just jump right into it. We're going to need a roll of duct tape. With this roll of duct tape, you're going to trace a roll of duct tape around a piece of styrofoam. Once you're done with that, we're going to cut out a piece of styrofoam. Now that we have the circle cut out to the best of my ability, we need it to attach to the bottom of the house. And I left the bottom of the house on just time-saving purposes, but it actually is going to work out really well for us. So we need to stick a piece of styrofoam, this isn't the piece, across, and have it be able to connect to the bottom of it so it can just kind of go on there. Or if I don't want to actually have the house on top of the legs, I don't need to. So let's grab a couple pieces and let's figure this out. I'm gonna go with, we have this long piece of styrofoam that I cut to shape to fit the bottom of this, just like that. We have these two side pieces. These side pieces are gonna be glued on, and I'm going to be able to attach them just like, no, it's kind of hard to see. Basically, they're gonna be glued on, and then I'll just stick them in between the other piece so then it doesn't jiggle or move around, but I can also detach it from the actual house to keep this thing kind of playable as a house, but also playable as like a moving house or like a boss fight or something weird. Just add a little bit of creativity and play to it. We have the connection piece done. Just fits on like that. Pretty simple, pretty easy. We need to make the legs, and not just the legs, but the tip of the legs. So I'm thinking for a design something like this. Pieces are cut out. We have 4 of them, and now I think I want to use wood as a, or not just wood, but logs as a leg joint. And to do that, if you guys didn't watch my other video, which is the lumberjack mill, link in the description below, all you need to do to make logs is just cut small styrofoam pieces, kind of round them out, take off the sides, throw them away. You can kind of roll them too, give it more of a round shape, and then take a pencil and carve in little wood textures and details into it. And it really makes them look like convincible logs. So I want to use the wood joints as a piece to this thing. So something kind of like that. Not the final product, but I kind of like the idea of it coming down and up. I just finished doing the wood textures on all 5 pieces of these wood, all 5 pieces of the wood, and I finished doing slight profile cuts around the legs to make them look a little less blocky. So now, I'm thinking I want the legs to kind of come from down low and then come back up. So maybe adding a piece of wood onto this part and then making it cut to where it will come up is what we need to do. So I'm gonna play around with this idea and we'll see what we get. So I just got done marking the areas where I'm gonna put these, and instead of having it from the legs up, I think I'm just gonna straight up attach it and add little doohickeys onto it to make it kind of look a little bit better than just a piece of wood connected to a piece of foam. So I'm gonna add a V-cut into it, and then we're going to connect it like that. So I just finished with the legs. They're all on there. And it's definitely goofy looking. You can't see it standing up that well yet, but it's pretty funny, and I really think it's kind of cool. So now I want to add a little bit more detailing to it than just a metal piece and a wood piece. I'm going to add these little bands, which are just cardstock paper, and I'm going to wrap them around these joints right here to kind of give it like holes wrapped around to kind of keep this piece together. You can. I just finished adding the banding to all of them, kind of just to help the joints out a bit. And now I have these extra wood pieces that I'm going to put on random places just to kind of give this thing a little bit more depth and detail, like it's been used a lot or pieces are falling apart and stuff like that. Small update. I attached this piece to a wooden piece, then attached it to the base and cut a little piece, or cut this into an angle to attach this to a piece, and this thing's looking ridiculous and I love it. Let's put the house on. Oh yeah. Let me show you guys. Oh gosh. Oh, it's just so ridiculous. I'm in love. So now we have our little pieces of wood and logs, and they're gonna just funnel in. I'm not even gonna like trap them in there. They're just gonna be funneling in there. Something like that. It's gonna look ridiculous, and I'm absolutely in love with this little idea that I have. So I'm pretty happy with how this looks. I think it's weird and silly, and I think it's really cool. So I'm going to base coat it in black. I'm also going to base coat all of these little logs in black, and then we'll get into more of the painting. The thing is black now. The whole body's black and the wood pieces are black. So now we are going to paint it accordingly. I want the leg pieces and little pieces of scrap to be a gray, and I want the wood and the wood textures logs to be wood color. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. So I'm going to hit the big leg pieces and the extra bandage straps to kind of help keep this thing together with a metallic silver and a gold. Gold for the straps, and then for the main silver pieces like the gun and the weird legs are going to be silver. So I finished putting on all the gold pieces, or all the gold painting stripes. I put the logs in here. I did the painting on pretty much the rest of the piece, and I have to say this is probably one of the most ridiculous and stupid things that I've probably made, but I love it. It's super funny. So, put on the house. It's finished, and it is ridiculous. Like, this thing is super fun. I really think if you put it on a table against your players and use it as a boss fight, they would be like, what the heck is going on? Like, how do we beat this thing? Like, it's super fun. I really enjoyed making it, And it wasn't very hard to make this, which is the best part, but I think it still looks pretty good. And I kind of like this little log shooter that I put on the side. Just something weird and quirky. The bottom part was super easy to make. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. I'll see y'all next time.